The BlackBerry Torch is a pretty exciting announcement. Of course, not everyone will agree, but for a start, it's the first handset sporting both a touchscreen and the famous QWERTY keyboard. So it's the first BB slider. Second of all, it's the first handset to show off the new BlackBerry 6 operating system, BlackBerry's attempt to deliver something less business-oriented and something a lot more fun. But they haven't forgotten what's made them so popular. So we've still got push email, BBM, and of course, the QWERTY keyboard. Now, BlackBerry are known for producing solid and reliable hardware, and the Torch is no different. It's well built with a smooth and sturdy slider that doesn't feel like it will loosen up anytime soon, and gone is the leathery back of the bulb, replaced by a rippled rubber back panel, so hopefully it shouldn't unwittingly slide out of your hands. And it's no surprises, the keyboard is great for typing. In true BlackBerry style, it's ergonomic and button presses are reassuringly sturdy. The on-screen keyboard is comfortable to type on as well, although why you'd want to use the compact keyboard, I don't know. And as we know, the optical trackpad is a lovely way to navigate, but given we're now using a 3.2-inch capacitive touchscreen, it's definitely not as crucial to the handset. But now let's move on to the new BlackBerry 6 operating system, which offers a user experience significantly different to their current OS, and a much better one at that. At the top, there's a notifications bar displaying the icons we're used to, so Twitter, Facebook, Messages, including a new social feeds notification. But now, if you tap it, down it drops, and you get your top notifications without having to visit the individual app. And obviously, there's a limit to how much it can display. Now let me just show you the social feeds. As you've probably guessed, this is BlackBerry's integrated social network feed, or hub, which also includes BlackBerry Messenger. And on top of that, tapping the screen will allow you to manage all your connections. And lastly, there's the main menu with a drawer system that you can gradually open or just fling open, which is split across 5 sliding screens, with favourites obviously being the most customisable. And weirdly, when the drawer is closed, it's just wasted screen space. And the screen lets it down by being quite behind at just 480 by 360 pixels, which just doesn't compare to the iPhone, the Desire, or Samsung's Galaxy S, for example, but at least the accelerometer is reasonably quick. But also letting it down is the 624 MHz processor. Obviously 1 GHz would have been much better, and it is noticeably slow in comparison. This is evident when moving between each panel or drawer. You just can't be too quick, and you'll also notice a bit of lag with the WebKit browser. Web pages can sometimes take a while to render, and like the app drawer, you can't be too quick with the pinch to zoom action either. But it's not a bad web experience, and it's certainly a welcomed improvement. And once it's loaded properly, it is pretty smooth. It just has its own issues, and there's still no flash. There's also a 5 megapixel sensor with an LED flash, and the pictures you can get from the Torch can be quite nice. The shutter is snappy, which helps, but you will need to make sure your hands are kept quite still, otherwise the outcome can be pretty rubbish. Now the interface is also seamless, but quite basic, that's why it's easy to use, and they've even thrown in a load of scene modes to play around with. And there's video recording on offer as well. It's just a shame it's VGA. The music player looks good too, with its cover flow style of album art. The universal search is also pretty excellent. The minute you start typing, options will begin to appear. And BlackBerry World is also now a lot nicer to use, and certainly not as clunky. And that's the BlackBerry Torch. According to RIM, it's the best BlackBerry ever, and I'm inclined to agree, although RIM really need to up their app game. The Torch is a nice handset, the operating system is fun, it's refreshing, and it's certainly good enough to go up against the competition. And I only experienced the ticking clock once.